Welcome back to the show, friends and music lovers. Rosalía, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Rosalía Villatobea. She is a Spanish singer and songwriter who has become an international pop star known for her modern take on flamenco and genre-bending styles. She has been praised for bringing flamenco to a global audience. Rosalía, someone that I've never heard in my entire life. I'm excited to start with this brand new album titled LUX. And to help me out, I have the English version of the lyrics pulled up. Let's jump into this. The first song on the album is Sexo, Valencia y Llantas. Nice light piano.
¿Quién pudiera vivir entre los dos? Primero amar el mundo y luego amar a Dios. ¿Quién pudiera vivir entre los dos? Primero amar el mundo y luego amar a Dios.
So it's starting off with her questioning, who could live between the two? First love the world and then love God. Who could live between the two? First love the world and then love God. How could you? How could you do it backwards? Like, I love the world that God created without loving God first. So she's questioning that. Her voice, oh my goodness, that's very light, a nice falsetto.
¿Quién pudiera venir de esta tierra y entrar en el cielo y volver a la tierra? Que entre la tierra y el cielo nunca viene suelo.
Those strings are mature, grown.
Sexo, violencia y llantas, deportes de sangre, monedas en gargantas. En el segundo, destellos, palomas y santas, la gracia y el fruto y el peso de la balanza. ¿Quién pudiera vivir entre los dos? Primero amar el mundo y luego amar a Dios.
Beautiful the way her voice is weaving in and out of these tones. It sounds like we got strings, a deep cello, a bass. And she's questioning the world, it sounds like. Ooh, transition. This feels like it's taking me back to like medieval times. I feel like I should be dancing a jig right now in the courtyard.
Yo que perdí mis manos en Jerez y mis ojos en Roma, crecí y el descaro lo aprendí por Barcelona. Perdí mi lengua en París, mi tiempo en L.A., los hills en Milán, la sonrisa en UK.
Beautiful. Me who lost my hands in Jerez and my eyes in Rome. I grew up and I learned shamelessness somewhere around Barcelona. I lost my tongue in Paris, my time in LA, my heels in Milan, my smile in the UK. So it sounds like she's picked up on all these different experiences of her time in different places. She is a cultured world traveler. Her voice is crazy good, y'all. It's like very old school, like classic. Makes me think of like the opera, the Italian opera with the Latin Latin influence on top of it. Those strings are gorgeous. This just feels like grown music. Now, if she gets like very religious, just so you know, I'm not the most religious person in the world. I do believe in God. I believe in treating others with respect and love and everything like that, but I will need help on that kind of stuff if it gets brought up again. Corazón. Wow. Whoa. Is John Bellion on this?
Perdí la fe en DC y la amiga en Bangkok, un mal amor en Madrid y en México el blond, la mala hostia en Berlín y él está en Grana. Perra nació el coraje, pero el cielo nació en Buenos Aires.
Argentina.
Y mis pestañas deshilé y en la ciudad de cristal fue que me trasquilé, pero el pelo vuelve a crecer, la pureza también, la pureza está en mí y está en Marrakech. No soy una santa, pero estoy blessed. Pero mi corazón nunca ha sido mío, yo siempre lo doy. Coge un trozo de mí, quédatelo pa' cuando no estés.
So what she's saying here is that she'll be your relic, she'll be your keepsake, she'll be that piece that everywhere she goes, she leaves a piece of herself in those countries, in those places, I think. While people are taking from her, she's also building experiences. That's absurd. Her voice is doing this.
Huyendo de aquí, como huí de Florida, somos delfines saltando, saliendo y entrando en el aro escarlata y brillante del tiempo. Es solo un momento, mar eterno y bravo, la eterna canción, ni tiene salida, ni tiene mi perdón.
Wow. There's something very cathartic feeling about that production. It feels like we're releasing something. It feels like we're breaking away, like we're becoming free. Now, I will have to give some love to the producers on this album so far. It looks like Rosalía is a composer. Noah Goldstein is a producer. Ryan Tedder's on here too. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is making sense. Okay. We got some big heavy hitters. So far, I'm blown away by her vocal talent. That vibrato is crazy. She goes up so high in pitch and in her tone, but it's just it's like this giant hug of a beautiful voice all around me. It's wonderful. I'm blown away right now. I feel like I'm in loss for words, so I need to get my composure back. Whew. Divinize. So, I think we're going towards religious symbolism, probably.
Y si no me la miras, et salvaries, però sense mossegar. This ghost is still alive, I'm still alive.
This feels grungy.
Està més viva que mai, més viva
alive than ever.
Through my body you can see the light. Bruise me up a little of my pride. Know that I was made to divinize. Outside me, inside me. Outside me, inside me. Tú siempre te gana, tú siempre te la mano. Se siente desestimada, el vertigio en el cos, una absencia que sacia, perseguindo la gracia, el dolor una delicia, el divina buidó y el...
Hold on, Rosalía. I'm always hungry for you. You're the king who commands her. She feels more loved in the vertigo of the body, an absence that satisfies, chasing after grace, pain, a delight. The divine emptiness and the rays of the moon nourish her with coldness, and abstaining is the indulgence she practices out of love. What are we talking about here? Are we abstaining? We're talking about maybe sex? Are we talking about just being like pure, perhaps? Like trying to stay pure?
Y privas la indulgencia que practica el par amor. Each vertebra reveals a mystery. Bring up my spine, it's a rosary.
Let me get some context here for us. The use of two languages in this song appears to be intentional. Rosalía, as divine vessel, seeks to distance from herself, blurring the lines between singer and narrator. She addresses God directly to appeal to the devotion and desperation of a person who seems to worship him but is not reciprocated. This devout person resorts to deprivation and pain as a way of demonstrating their love for God. It's very possible that is a reference to a Catalan saint story, but so far, Rosalía has not made any mention of the references and inspiration behind Divinize. So she addresses God directly to appeal to the devotion and desperation of a person who seems to worship him but is not reciprocated. So maybe that person's being fake. They're saying things, but they're not. Their actions are not backing that up. That production's so epic and big. Saving this one too. Evanescence, Amy. She reminds me of Amy from Evanescence. That tone that she's hitting up there, no, barely anyone else is doing that. There's other singers that do that, but it's so pure. This sound, like sonically, this already sounds amazing. I feel like it's gonna be one of those albums that I have to go back and visit to break down each lyric and really understand what she's saying, especially because it is in a different language and maybe there's some interpretations that are mixed up in the translation. But it's haunting. It's makes you reflect and reminisce. Sounds like horseback. So epic. before the transition happens, it's not only the lines of her body that blur, the narrative blurs as well. Through the third person, Rosalía tells how this woman, Saint Rosalía herself, gets what she so much desired, to surrender to God. A life full of devotion or pain is not a life many people can understand, but for Rosalía, it is crucial to take this path, whether to find herself or to convey through music what people need to hear. More literally, it can also be understood that this devout person, the Spanish singer, is telling us about dies, leaving the earthly world and surrendering herself to God. This correlates with the lives of several Christian saints, devotees in life who would later be canonized and celebrated as such, remaining alive in the collective memory. That is a way to cope with life too, is that thought of always remaining alive in the collective memory. It brings me peace whenever I lose somebody that, you know, they're doing better now because they did devote their lives to God, and they lived a godly life, and yeah, it brings a little bit of comfort to know that their memory, whether it's memory that I pass along of them and keep their, you know, their spirit alive, their personality alive, whatever it may be, that's what it means to me.
Mi piel es fina,
Porcelana.
rota en la esquina. Mi piel es fina, de porcelana y de ella emana luz que ilumina, ruina divina. El placer anestesia mi dolor, el dolor anestesia mi placer. Lo que tengo, lo que hago, mi
Pleasure numbs my pain, pain numbs my pleasure. There are many people out there, you can agree with this. Pain is 1 inch away from pleasure.
Y el dolor siempre vuelve a aparecer. En ti no creo, hasta que te derrames en mi pecho, dentro mi corazón y mi cerebro. Como un cubata cae.
This feels horrifying.
Se vierte mi pelo hasta el suelo. Ego sam nil, ego sam lux mundi. Ego sam nil, ego sam lux mundi.
This shit is dark. It feels like it's straight out of a horror movie, and I'm digging it. There's a little bit of something in each track. But yeah.
Traje algo pa' que tú te relajes. Aquí tienes este homenaje.
You about to dance?
Soy la diva del tigueraje. Traje algo que te pueda coraje. En tu gloria falta viaje, pero a ti te sobra equipaje.
Are you seeing this? I can make you fall in love. I can inspire you. I can poison you and I can heal you. I can lift you up or I can humiliate you, for better or for worse. Oh my goodness, she sounds all powerful. And some women are like that. Some women are very powerful in the sense of being very manipulative. I mean, men as well, but the power y'all have to be able to make us fall in love, to make you inspire us. Oh my gosh, talk. And then also the fact that you can poison, I can heal you, I can lift you up, or I can humiliate you. So there's decisions, there is autonomy, there's choice, and that's because women are the most powerful people in the world. I know a lot of men out there that have not been able to get going in their life because they are so obsessed with chasing ass and chasing women, or even my gay friends that are chasing dudes all the time, and you know, vice versa happens sometimes as well. Like, attraction is something that's very hard to fight, but I swear women are very, 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 very good at it, and I'm not mad at it. Use your superpower. One of your superpowers.
Te puedo enamorar, yo te puedo inspirar, te puedo envenenar y te puedo curar.
Saving this, sexy.
Yo te puedo humillar, pa' bien o
Probably interpreting it wrong.
Transformar antes de tearu. Kimini dai nashi ni sareru mae ni yabayatsuke omou kana. Motte umareta sai no nano, motte umareta sai no nano. Watashi wa kaos no yo. Date kami-sama ga kimeta koto. Date kami-sama ga kimeta koto.
All right, let's get some context in here. In her interview with Zane Lowe, deluxe interview, Rosalía says that this song is partially about Ryonin Genso, who was a female poet, monk, and teacher. Ryonen Genso was a very talented writer and very devout Buddhist. Buddhism is like one of the only religions that actually do believe in the going towards enlightenment, the way they treat each other, and all that stuff. And it's one of the most consistent religions. Anyways, after 2 arranged marriages and many children, she joined a Buddhist monastery. Okay, I'm sure there's definitely problems with it too, though. Every religion does. Buddhist monastery as a nun for 6 years and left seeking greater Zen study. She arrived at Kofuku-ji and was turned away by Haku O Dotai because her beauty would be a distraction to other students. Naturally, she mutilated her face by burning it out of grief and wrote a calligraphy about the experience. She returned to Kofuku-ji with her calligraphy and was admitted by Dotai. Ryonen recounts her disfigurement as holding a hot iron to her face and letting her brush move her. In the experience, she wrote, "Formerly to amuse myself at court, I would burn orchid incense. Now to enter the Zen life, I burn my own face. The 4 seasons pass by naturally like this, but I don't know who I am amidst the change. In this living world, the body I give up and burn would be wretched if I thought of myself as anything but firewood." So Rosalía describes how insane and incredible the story is and all of the great sacrifice it took for Ryonen to achieve her dreams. From our judgment, we would consider what Ryonen did as extreme, that many of us would never take it to that level. But for Ryonen, it was just the price of admittance. We are all on our own paths, and who are we to judge what is crazy or extreme? Oh my God, it sounds like she has had a crazy life. She's traveling all over the world. What was she doing before the music? Why was she traveling all over the world? How was she traveling all over the world? This sounds like almost like a nomad in a way, but I I feel bad for saying what I said earlier about it sounds sexy because it sounds very dark, but that's what's going to happen when you don't know the context of an artist. And I probably should have started at Motomami, which is the album that I've been getting suggested to for a long time now. I just haven't had the chance to get to it, but very substantive lyrics here, like real life experiences.
Aquí tienes este homenaje, soy la diva del tiraje. Traje algo que te pueda coraje, en tu lore falta viaje, pero a ti te sobra equipaje.
Your lore last journey. I can't get over how awesome this production is on this album. I love how we're using different instruments. We're using our hands. Her vocal is crazy. This feels like a deep album. I can see it being up for a Grammy next year. Next track, Mio Cristo Piange Diamante.
Que yo había mai visto.
You are the most beautiful hurricane that I've ever seen.
Il migliore.
The finest of dolmens.
Si alzarebbe per te.
Wow. You know what? This kind of reminds me of Miley Cyrus as Something Beautiful. Very experimentative, going all over the place with different instruments and really just testing out your vocal, like what you can do with it. Like I said, I've never heard Rosalía sing before or anything by her. I have no idea what she normally sounds like, but this is amazing. Yeah, so shout out to her for picking up the experimental, ladies.
Fai tremare la terra e si innalzi al tuo fianco, ma quando non riuscire ad elevarsi sei tu, sei tu.
Is you?
Imperfetti, agenti del caos, ci smontiamo come i miti, mio re dell'anarchia, mio astro imprudente, preferito. Quando piangi raccogli le tue lacrime e bagna la tua fronte, qualunque sia il crimine. Mio Cristo piange diamante.
What?
Piange, piange diamante.
Cries
Mio
diamond.
Cristo in diamante. Ti porto sempre, sempre ti porto sempre. Ti porto sempre, sempre. Sempre.
Her vocal control is absurd.
La verità è che entrambi abbiamo macchia e nessuno dei due può sfuggire di l'altro. C'è sempre qualcosa di te che ancora non so, come il lato nascosto della luna, una volta svelato, so che non lo dimenticherò. Quanti pugni ti hanno dato che avrebbero dovuto essere abbracci, e quanti abbracci hai dato che avrebbero potuto essere pugni. Mio caro amico, l'amore che non si sceglie, non si lascia cadere. Mio caro amico, con te la gravità è graziosa, la grazia è grave.
With you, gravity is graceful and grace is grave. So the opposites. Gravity is graceful. Usually gravity is heavy. It's pushing, it's pulling and pushing down on you. And then grace is grave. Grace is death. It's like softness is easiness is to the grave.
Mio Cristo, piange diamante, piange, piange diamante. Mio Cristo in diamante, ti porto sempre, sempre, ti porto sempre, ti porto sempre, sempre.
That's gonna be the energy. And then
Whoa, I love that. I'm telling you, she's epic. Everything about this so far is just large. It's big. That's why I had to bring up Something Beautiful, because that album as well is just, there's crashes, there's epic lyrics, there's deep substance in the words. And Rosalía is doing the same here. She's talking about her Christ, cries diamond, I carry you always, always I carry you. With you, gravity is graceful and grace is grave. Oh my gosh, I'm taking that bar forever. And then the ending there, the freaking vocal talent is absurd. And then I like the funny little touch of the boom, the tum.
that's gonna be the energy. And then
I love it. Feels like the ending of a big, giant blockbuster movie, right? Or a theater play. Berghain with Bjork. Holy crap. She got Bjork on here. I haven't heard Bjork in ages. Yeah! Yeah. His fear is my fear, his rage is my rage, his love is my love, his blood is my blood. This feels like music that Professor Snape would have been fucking dancing to, doing some sorcery. This is pretty much how I remember Bjork. It's just like craziness. I have not listened to her in a long time. Shout out to Bjork. Damn. I feel like we need to all see this live. Like, this would be an experience.
The only way to save us is through divine intervention. The only way I will be saved. Divine intervention.
Feels like that might be the only answer for her country of Greenland.
Till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me.
Whoa.
Till you love me. Till you love me. Till you love me. Till you love me. Till you love me.
Save.
Love me. Till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me.
Yo, I've been listening to a lot of soft stuff lately, so this is like hitting an itch in my brain. It feels really dark and just dramatic, and it's making me think crazy. It's making my head feel like it's going to explode. Again, this is going to be one of those albums where I'm going to have to listen to it a couple times to really take in what she's saying. Sonically, though, so far it's phenomenal. La Perla.
Hola, ladrón de paz, campo de minas para mi sensibilidad. Playboy, un campeón, gasta el dinero que tiene y también el que no. Él es tan encantador, estrella de la sin razón, un espejismo, medalla olímpica de oro, el más cabrón.
You in first place.
Es el podio de la gran desilusión.
Damn. Sucks to suck.
Selección local, rompe corazones nacional, un terrorista emocional, el mayor desastre mundial.
Damn, is this about someone specific here, y'all, or what? Because she is shredding him to pieces, calling him a giant douchebag. Pretty much playboy, a champion, spends the money he has, and also the one he doesn't. He's so charming, a star of senselessness, a mirage, Olympic gold medal for the biggest chair.
Una perla, nadie se fía. Es una perla, una de mucho cuidado. El rey de la 13-14 no sabe lo que es cotizar. Él es el centro del mundo.
So this is a fun little annotation here. To pull a 13-14 is a Spanish expression used when someone is trying to deceive someone else. Its origin is related to wrenches, which are numbered in pairs. There are 12 and 13 millimeter and 14 and 15 millimeter wrenches, but not 13 through 14. Very witty. Great way to bring back to the culture.
Por fin vas a terapia, vas al psicólogo, tal y el psiquiatra. Pero ¿de qué te sirve si siempre mientes más que hablas? Te harán un monumento a la deshonestidad. No me das pena, quien queda contigo se cena. Siempre se autoinvita, si puede vive en casa ajena. Tremendo desastre, dirá que no fue él, que fue su doppelganger. Bueno, es que, claro, no referirse a él como icono sería para él una narrativa reduccionista, ¿me entiendes? Nunca le prestes la...
He'll never return.
Volverá, salva la perdida, es su especialidad.
Damn, low down, dirty dog.
La lealtad y la fidelidad es un idioma que nunca entenderá. Su masterpiece, su colección de bras. Si le pides ayuda, desaparecerá. La decepción local rompe corazones nacional. Un terrorista emocional.
That one was a lot of fun. I had to save it. I like the way she's just talking shit and not stuttering at all. She is not mincing her words. She's saying that dude is a douchebag and he should be treated that way. He is no national freaking heartthrob or champion. He is weird and he is a liar and he spends money that he doesn't have, so he's a broke ass boy. Next track, Mundo Nuevo. Where are we on the album? Track number 8. We're about halfway. I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far with the translations. But again, let me know. There's going to be a lot of stuff that goes over my head. Please, in the comments, help me interpret tracks. I love to be educated. Get up and stretch.
Quisiera yo renegar.
The rolls, the R's. Is it just me? Do I live under a rock, or is she extremely underrated as a vocalist? I've never heard anything from her. I've never heard anyone talk about her vocals. I've heard people talk about her songwriting, but that's about it.
necesita. Por ver si en un mundo nuevo volver a ciega en un mundo nuevo y encontraba más verdad.
These vocal gymnastics are incredible. Like I've said, it's sonically an amazing album. Only thing I just wish I spoke Spanish.
La cruz en el pecho calibra mi cuerpo para desquitarme. Yo tengo derecho. La cruz en el pecho calibra mi cuerpo para desquitarme. Yo tengo derecho. Me pesa la
The chains are too heavy at dawn, from looking back so much at dawn. This line may heartbreak back to the imagery of the necklace. Its duality of symbolic meaning mirrors the cover of the album, where Rosalía appears to be both a saintly nun in a habit and psych ward patient in a straitjacket, positioning holiness as both freeing and restrictive. She's getting that down. In the case of the duality of the specific verse, the chain may absolve the wearer of responsibility, but only as long as the wearer is willing to ask for forgiveness. That absolution comes at a heavy cost. The guilt and shame in actions that do not align with the faith that the necklace professes, the looking back upon past mistakes. The necklace itself becomes heavier because it's loaded with the weight of sin.
Te traiga de vuelta.
Hey, hey.
Ja ne szukaju pomsty, pomsta szukає mnie.
Hold on, did she start speaking Russian?
Ja ne szukaju pomsty. Todos los luceros del cielo se reflejan en mi pelo. Traigo mil lenguas de fuego. ¿Cómo que? Todas en mi pelo. De madrugá, 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 de madrugá.
Another safe track. That was produced by Pharrell fucking Williams. Holy shit. She's got Ryan Tedder, Pharrell. I'm sure I probably missed other people in here. Oh my God, guys. I'm blown away. Just keep going. Dios es un stalker.
Si va lento o si vas deprisa, nunca te enteras que soy tu sombra y esa es mi manera de demostrar que te he pensado y te he extrañado. Yo me sé tus deseos indeseables. Mi aliento es el viento que te roza el pelo y por amor estoy detrás de ti voy. Yo que siempre espero que vengan a mí. No me gusta hacer intervención divina, pero a mi baby yo lo voy a stalkear para poderlo enamorar. Quiero a mi manera, aquí y a donde sea. Mi silencio golpea, dueña del mundo y de las ideas. Todo el mundo me quiere de su lado. Tengo el buzón explotado. Vivo en las nubes arriba y el diablo presta apretado. Me encanta hacer carreras con el tiempo, a ver cuál de los dos llega antes a ti. No soy una zorra de un momento, soy el laberinto del que no puedes salir. Detrás de ti voy, yo que siempre espero que vengan a mí. No me gusta hacer intervención divina, pero a mi baby yo lo voy a stalkear
So that one right there sounded like she's going to take matters into her own hands. She's going to be the stalker and go after that person that she wants so bad. La Jugular.
Cuántas peleas recuerda, las líneas de mis manos. Cuántas historias caben, metidas en 21 gramos. Tú que tan lejos,
The soul.
cada vez más cerca. Tú que tan lejos y a la vez más cerca.
Rosalía is inspired by the phrase, and we are closer to him than the jugular vein, from the Quran, means that God's knowledge, power, and awareness are closer to a person than their own jugular vein. Not that he is physically near. The jugular vein is a vital blood vessel that runs close to the brain, symbolizing how close God's knowledge is to every aspect of a person's existence, including their deepest thoughts and intentions.
Mi propia vena jugular, menagle kuda merusame, menaglek ahlenul gahim.
Beautiful. Look, I don't have time to hate Lucifer. It's deliberate, not accidental. I've spent years studying secret societies, ancient religions, and esoteric traditions, so hearing Lucifer and Lux, an album explicitly inspired by female saints and mystics steeped in Catholic imagery and liturgical structure, demanded a full re-examination. In modern Christianity, Lucifer is Satan, the fallen angel, but the name originates in Isaiah 14 as a taunt against the king of Babylon, rendered in Latin as Lucifer, but was never originally demonic. The satanic fusion emerged centuries later when early church fathers like Origen and Jerome allegorized the passage in medieval theology, cemented Lucifer as the pre-fall name of Satan in works like Dante's Inferno and Milton's Paradise Lost. Esoteric and Masonic traditions revere Lux, light as the unveiling of hidden truth, a motif Rosalía echoes across the album. From a Zane Lowe interview quoting Leonard Cohen's "There's a Crack in Everything, That's How the Light Gets In," to her deep study of rebellious mystics, Hildegard, Teresa of Avila, Miriam, Rabia Vimala, who defied dogma to illuminate new paths for women, from the nun-like album art in Relic, Symbolism, and Reliquia, to the Berghain as cathedral plus chic rosary heals in the Sacred Heart over her bed visuals. And if you wanted to take it to the conspiracy crowd, you certainly could. If they haven't yet, they will undoubtedly mark this as Illuminati 101, the very name Illuminati meaning the enlightened ones, from the Latin illuminary to lights up. Here we find another A-lister crediting Lucifer for fame, like Jay-Z did with a track called Lucifer in 2003, rapping as the light bringer himself while sampling Chase the Devil. Ridley Scott's Prometheus from 2012 has alien engineers illuminating humanity with forbidden knowledge and a mythic nod to the fall. But Rosalía isn't bargaining with darkness. She's weaponizing the myth, the devil as the liberator, the wound that lets the light in, not a soul sold, a soul reclaimed, which brings about an absolutely fascinating question. If her Lux tour plays out in church-like venues, if not outright cathedrals, will it be sacrilege or merely the evolution of light? And this is what's awesome about music, is music does bring these conversations into the pop culture. Like, normally people would be too afraid to talk about stuff like this because they're too afraid to be canceled, or they are too afraid to be labeled as Illuminati.
Yo no tengo tiempo para odiar a Lucifer. Estoy demasiado ocupada amándote a ti un nivel.
The bell is Spanish for God.
Siempre está en una carrera. Estoy cortando las flores antes de que sea primavera. Donde atan los caballos, los míos bien amarrados. La sangre y la suerte aquí me han arrastrado. Tu amor es una avalancha. Por su propio peso al existir. Ayer, hoy y mañana.
Sucker for that tune of guitar. We are one. I fit in the world and the world fits in me. I occupy the world and the world occupies in me. We are one with the world, y'all.
Yo ocupo el mundo y el mundo cabe en mí. Yo ocupo el mundo y el mundo me ocupa a mí. Yo ocupo en un haiku y un haiku ocupa un país. Un país cabe en una astilla ocupa la galaxia entera. La galaxia entera cabe en una gota de saliva, una gota de saliva. Ocupa la quinta avenida, la quinta avenida. Cabe en un piercing ocupa una pirámide. Y una pirámide cabe en un vaso de leche. Y un vaso de leche ocupa un ejército. Y un ejército cabe metido en una pelota de golf. Una pelota de golf ocupa el Titanic cabe en un pintalabios ocupa el cielo, la espina. Una espina ocupa un continente. Y un continente no cabe en él, pero él cabe en mi pecho. Mi pecho ocupa su amor, en su amor me quiero perder.
Seven heavens, big deal. I want to see the 8th heaven, 10th heaven, 1000th heaven. You know, it's like...
Is that her talking?
Going through the other side. It's
No,
just like,
no, that's not her.
Like going through one door. One door isn't enough. A million doors aren't enough.
That's true. 7 heavens, big deal. I want to see the 8th heaven, 10th heaven, 1000th heaven. You know, it's like break on through the other side. It's just like going through one door. One door isn't enough. A million doors aren't enough. I always, whenever my mind goes to here, I always start thinking about that scene from Men in Black, where they go into that locker room, they open the lockers, and then they realize that they're also inside of a locker that's inside of a giant world that's... The universe just keeps going and going and going. It is never ending. And I have a engineering mindset. I always try to reverse engineer things, and I try to break things down and zoom out and see, you know, the chicken before the egg kind of thing. My mind's constantly wrapping around those types of details here. And what she's saying here is we are all one with the world, I think. A splinter occupies the entire galaxy. The entire galaxy fits in the drop of the saliva. So a splinter, which is very tiny, occupies the entire of a galaxy. The entire of a galaxy fits in the drop of saliva. So she's incredibly deep. These lyrics are meaningful. And it's just like making me think a lot, which I appreciate. Sauvignon Blanc.
Mi luz la prenderé con el Rolls Royce que quemaré sin que
You gonna burn a Rolls Royce?
yo me ganaré cuando no quede nada que perder. Ya no quiero perlas ni caviar. Tu amor será mi capital.
Never had caviar.
Basta si te tengo a ti, no necesito nada más. Sauvignon Blanc a tu lado, mi futuro será dorado. Ya no tengo miedo del pasado, está en el fondo de mi copa de Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc, wine, white wine.
En mi copa de Sauvignon Blanc. A mi Dios escucharé, mis Jimichu yo las tiraré. Mi porcelana la dejaré caer y regalaré mi piano de pared. Estoy bien si estás tú. Yo beberé Sauvignon Blanc a tu lado. Mi futuro será dorado y ya no tengo miedo del pasado. En el fondo es un dios en mi Sauvignon Blanc a tu lado. Mi futuro sé bien que será dorado.
That was nice. There hasn't been one song on here that I don't like. So if you don't see me liking it, it's not because I don't like it. It's because maybe it's not resonating with me in a way. But her vocal, guys, is out of this world. I am definitely going to check out some more albums and whatever she's got to offer. I've been told that she has an album called Moto Mami, which is pretty amazing. So let me know if I should go there next.
Tu compare
La Rumba del Perdón.
inseparables, pero algo pasó. Había un kilo sin corte en tu
Speeding up a bit.
cajón. De pura envidia, alguien te lo robó. Es tu mejor amigo, el que tocaba la guitarra. ¿Qué será lo que pasó? Que de golpe la guitarra ya no sonaba y ni sonaba el teléfono. No sería tan amigo cuando aflojó las cuerdas de la guitarra. De las primeras al bordón, y ahí dentro metió el kilo, igual que el kilo.
Not the kilo.
También desapareció, pero yo toditos te los perdono. Toditos te los perdono. Toditos te los perdono. Toditos te los perdono.
There truly is some power in forgiveness, y'all. Being able to forgive and let go. That takes a strong mind. It takes a lot of experiences, and it takes being able to trust in yourself in the process that you make while doing things like that. You gotta get that hate out your heart. Even those people that have done some terrible things, whether you can forget about it, whatever, just the best thing is to try not to think about it as much anymore. And that comes with talking to friends and working those things out.
Cuando dijiste voy a bajar por tabaco, mirando a los ojos de tu hijo menor, le prometiste que no tú estarías de vuelta y nunca volviste a cruzar el umbral de la puerta por la que te fuiste.
Oh.
Yo sé que tú eres pa' mí, yo sé que tú eres pa' mí, yo sé que tú eres pa' mí, yo sé que vendrás a mí. Dice la calle que tú eres pa' mí, dice quien sabe que tú eres pa' mí, se dice en la plaza que tú eres pa' mí, dile a tu madre que tú eres pa' mí. El que no tiene sangre metida en las venas. Primero viene el veneno y luego la pena. La que piensas que puede escaparse del plan divino.
El que le está gritando del quinto al cuarto a su vecino.
La que siempre está dando muela y en habladuría. El que nunca dice lo que piensa aunque debería.
El que me dejó a mí antes que dejar su botella.
El que se muerde los puños de rabia y la rabia la muerde a ella. Cuando el poder pesa más que el amor. Cuando el miedo está en ti y el deseo a tu alrededor. El que mató a puñalada pecando.
Cuando has mentido por mentir o has mentido por tu verdad. Cuando has querido más de lo que Dios te ha querido dar.
Anudar y desanudar, desnudarse y desnudar. Para hacerlo como se debe, 3 cosas necesitarás. Fuego en las manos, ternura en los ojos y a mí presente en el lugar. Técnicamente eso sería un trío, pero si solo miro no contará.
That one sounded like a lover that got away. It sounded like that person cared more about their bottle, about drinking, than about her.
Ainda te lembras de mí. Ainda
Magnolias.
sabes de onde eu vi. Que sou esta que aqui estou. Diz-me no meu olhar triste que alguma memória existe. E ainda sabes quem sou. Diz-me se ainda tropeço, se me alegro, se agradeço, ou se ainda sei cantar. Recorda-me, por favor, alguma coisa, o que for, que eu não consigo lembrar. Vem comigo pela cidade, diz-me com sinceridade se tu te lembras de mim.
Carmino, she has a beautiful voice.
Onde cresci, amei, com quem vivi e me dei, ou se algo eu pus fim. Será que tu me conheces? Que o tempo passa e não esqueces quem eu fui e sou, enfim. Oh, meu doce coração, diz-me se sabes ou não, ainda te lembras de mim. Siempre que me acuerdo de algo, siempre lo recuerdo un poco diferente. Y sea como se hace recuerdo, siempre es verdad en mi mente. Y si mi alma se derrama en la falta de pasado, es el olvido. Cuando muera solo pido no olvidar lo que viví. Oh, será que tu me conheces? Que o tempo passa e não esqueces que eu fui isso, enfim. Oh, meu doce coração, diz-me se sabes ou não, ainda te lembras de mim.
I feel like I have nothing to add to these songs. They're perfect. There's nothing to say about them. They're so wonderfully written. Whenever I remember something, I always remember it in a different way. And however that memory may be, it's always true in my mind. And if my soul overflows and the absence of past is the oblivion, when I die, I just ask not to forget what I've lived. Do you know me? Does time pass and and you don't forget who I was and I am anyway. Oh, my sweetheart, tell me if you know or not. Do you still remember me? So it sounds like they're yearning for this moment in time, this memory, waiting for them to, I don't know. Last track, Magnolias.
Dicen que si vieras pasar a tu lado la muerte en la Mercedes, la que se alarga, te da buena suerte. Todos habéis venido, hasta mis enemigos hoy lloran. Tírame magnolias, tírame magnolias, tírame magnolias, tírame magnolias.
Here and in Spanish culture, magnolias represent death, Christ, and virginity.
Sobre mi ataúd, que temes quemando ruedas, lágrimas y gomas se derriten la madera, gasolina y vino tinto, puros y chocolates, bailando con amor encima de mi cadáver. Hoy se derrocha burlando la suerte y lo que no hice en vida lo hacéis en mi muerte. Tírame magnolias, tírame magnolias, tírame magnolias, tírame algún que otro navajazo me he llevado de la vida. Ella a mí me desarmó y yo le estoy agradecida. Y lanzará azúcar moreno sobre mi ataúd. Quedaros despiertos hasta que vuelva otra vez la luz. Promete que me protegerás a mí y a mi nombre, mi ausencia. Yo que vengo de las estrellas, hoy me convierto en polvo para volver con ella.
What a beautiful album that was, y'all. It's going to be hard to get my thoughts in order for this one because let me say, before I got into this album, I didn't expect it to be this serious. I knew there was going to be serious undertones, and I knew that there was going to be some type of religious backing to the lyrics and everything, but this is very serious, very experimental. I feel like she spilled her heart out onto the pages in her lyrics, and her voice. I'm blown away by her voice. I'm in awe. I'm in awe by the vocal gymnastics she's able to do. It's like she's weaving and dancing all around these tones and registers, and yeah, the production as well, dark and deep and strong and epic and big. And then there's some other ones that are just very light and soft, and then there's not much going on besides just some strings, and then Rosalia's voice, which is a wonderful instrument in its own right. I saved a lot of tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I saved at least half of this album Normally in my life, I'm looking for music that is to bring me peace, is to bring me tranquility, serenity, and this album, it definitely would not do that for me. But I could go back and listen to the way she's singing. I can go back through this and maybe even learn a little bit. Maybe go through this and study what she's talking about, the things that she's bringing up about God and about religion. That I just personally, I grew up. I grew up in a Catholic household. I got my first communion. I went to PSR and did all that stuff. But growing up in the Catholic Church, it's hard to stay with it. My grandparents, they were good people. They were people that they did the spaghetti dinners. They cared for other people. They donated to charities. They set up events. They ran events, and they lived with integrity. But a lot of other people that I grew up with in the Catholic Church, they shit talk. They think they're better than everybody else. And then just like with what's going on in the United States of America right now with evangelical Christianity, the way that those people are acting, how hypocritical they're acting with the rise of fascism and the rise of racism and misogyny, even more than it's been before. It's hard for me to care about that stuff. I believe in it in a way of coping. I believe in it in a way of community, and I think that there are churches that do it right. But the churches I've been to, it's been ruined for me. I've watched people talk shit. I've watched people get mad about about not donating to the church. And again, like I said, there's good churches out there. I've been to great churches. Unfortunately, the good church I know around me is 3 hours away. I'm not driving 3 hours for church every Sunday. But again, I know that it's a good thing. I know that it's a good coping mechanism. I know that it's what keeps us on the straight and narrow. She mentioned something about anarchy earlier in this album, and that's something I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that we are going even more towards anarchy, and that's because people are not believing in God anymore. People don't have faith anymore. I have faith. I believe in God. I believe in something. I believe in a creator. I believe that something had to put all of this together, had to create this, whether something had to create the Big Bang, right? You would think so. But I'm just not a religious person. I'm not a churchgoer or anything like that. So that's where I would have to be educated. I do like learning about that stuff. It's extremely interesting, the stories that humans have made up and have passed along, and they've mistranslated, and they've changed the translations, and then it's very annoying in my opinion. I feel like it's kind of insane that not one religion lines up. That's why I do like to, if there was a religion that I would get into, it definitely would be Buddhism, because I like what it's talking about, going towards enlightenment, treating others the way you want to be treated, the golden rules, right? And heading towards enlightenment. That is something that means something to me. How you treat people on the earth, how you treat people on your time here, which I believe this is heaven. I believe we are in heaven on earth. At times it feels like hell as well, and that's because there's terrible fucking people out there in this world. But there's those Kenneth Copelands, there's those, what's that schmarmy freaking douchey dude in Texas, the guy with the super church, that Joel Osteen, that fucker, that guy, he's not really Christ-like. Like these people that say they're Christians and stuff, I'm sorry, they're not. And that's why I really loved Haley Williams' new album from this past year, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party, because she got real and she talked about how, we pray to white Jesus when there's no fucking way in hell Jesus could even be white, especially with where he comes from. It's just there's so much whitewashing of stories in time that it's hard for me to focus on that stuff. And so I feel like it takes away a little bit from this album, because I'm not that super into that stuff. But again, vocals, production, I feel like because there is substance and she's not just singing about, luxury things and bubblegum stuff, which is cool too. There's a market for everything. Yeah, it's different and it's awesome and it's refreshing. It's one that I'm going to have to go back and listen to many times again, because my Spanish is extremely rusty. I only took Spanish 2 up in high school, and I've barely, brushed up on it since then. I'm super interested to see what else there is from Rosalía. I've been told that Motomami is a wonderful album as well, so stick with me, subscribe to the channel. I also have a Patreon channel as well. That's the best place to support me. There's exclusive videos, uncut videos, ad-free videos, movies, films, live performances, so much over there. It's the best place to support the channel and keep this going. I love you guys very much. Please let me know what you thought about this album in the comments. If there's things that are just going way over my head, like I said, I don't know too much about religion and my Spanish is crappy. So please educate me. I love to be educated. I know I sit up here and I give you my opinions a lot, but I'm also very open to what you believe in as well.